Okay,
Good morning, everyone. Here, Rabbi Chaim Dalfin, the author of over 40 books?
90 books.
90 books. People, for some reason, are afraid to write a book. Could you give people 5 tips about writing a book?
First, you need to believe in yourself. Number 2, you need to know the material well. Number 3, you need to formulate the idea and what you want to present. Number 4, you need to put it in writing through a table of contents. In other words, build for yourself a structure.
Like a map.
A map. And number 5, you need to sit and start writing. Once you start writing, it comes all together. It's literally like a chont, and at the end, it can taste gewaldig, beautiful. Those are the 5 tips.
Now, let's say someone has one idea they want to convey. How do they fill up a page of a book of 200 pages?
I just told you the recipe. Because once you sit down and you write, as an example, I'm writing now, starting to write about Chabad and Yeshiva University and Stern College, okay? YU, right? So already, before I sit down, I've already planned certain interviews with people, both young people, older people, right? Then, when I have a general direction, I know the Rebbe, what the Rebbe says about college. I want to look at how Rabbi Soloveitchik looked at college, and I put that down. So I formulate an idea, and at the end of the day, once you start writing, things just come. It says in the Chassidus that the Koyach HaMaskil taps into the source, and as you speak and as you write, it develops itself. Then you need to edit it and to cut and paste and everything else. But
How are books different in 2023 versus when you started in the 80s or 90s?
I started in the 90s.
90s, like
But
in terms of readership, what you expect, Amazon, bookstores.
My experience is it's less. The internet age has really challenged the book industry. Companies have gone out of business. Everything is online. Much is online, not everything. But there's nothing compared to holding a book in your hand. The feeling when my book comes from the press and I hold it in my hands like I'm holding a little baby. It's so genuine. It's so nostalgic. It's so sentimental. But you need to appreciate that world. So, for example, the first 3
Barnes
books,
and Noble still didn't close down yet.
I know, but the attendance is not as much. The first 3 books I wrote was with a company, Jason Aronson, and it was more intellectual. I wrote a book called Demystifying the Mystical and Concepts of Chassidus and Kabbalah, that based on my Rabbi Mashpia's teachings that I learned from him. So it was, it's a layman's guide that was used in College Park, Maryland University as a complimentary textbook for the Zohar course. But that doesn't really exist much today. Today you have to give quick bites. Very inspirational things, good vertlach, good one-liners. So I try to somehow incorporate that. And the last, I would say, 30 books of mine or more are on either interesting personalities, Shlomo Carlebach, Zalman Schachter, movements, Lakewood, Satmar, Torah Vodaas, Polish Hasidus, in their relationship with Chabad. Those are things that people are very interested in reading.
What do you think about printing a book on demand? There's services where you can upload a file.
Yeah,
What's your opinion? What's your experience with that? Have you tried it?
I never tried it. I've been encouraged to try it. I don't like that avenue. I rather pay for a hardcover book and be in control.
So
financially, if you do it right, you can make more money being in control than doing it through print on demand.
If someone's printing the first book, how many copies do you think they should try first before?
Book, 200.
200 copies.
Yeah.
And what's the next step? They should just visit bookstores, or what do you recommend to a first-time author book guy?
A first-time author book guy has to know he's not going to make money in his book, and if he's planning on making a book of money, he shouldn't write. Okay? You have to believe in your message, and at the same time know that your message might not be other people's message, unless it's a topic. Like I say, these topics
Timely, interesting.
timely. The relationship with Chabad and other communities. There's going to be a crowd. So I have a niche. I developed a niche, and I have Hasidim who must have every book of mine.
Shlomo Karlach and Schechter, what type of feedback did you get? Did you get any harsh?
Yeah, absolutely. My more on Shlomo, I had big controversy, but I had big compliments too. Shlomo.
Because these people are not,
Yeah, well.
Kahos wouldn't write books about that.
No. It's not on the Chabad. It's not on the Kahos. And that's the way it should be. But
how many copies did Shlomo sell?
I don't remember.
From the better sellers?
Yeah, the best one was the Rav and Rebbe on Rabbi Soloveitchik and the Rebbe.
That
sold the best.
What was your best-selling book ever?
That book.
Really?
In Lubavitch, in Chabad, Rebbe's advice.
Gotcha.
The Rebbe's advice. Today is already one book of 400 pages, I think, 300 pages. But it came out in 5-6 different volumes. It sold the best in Chabad, but outside of Chabad, the Rav and Rebbe
Sold the best.
Yeah.
What's your biggest selling platform? In bookstores, Amazon?
No, myself.
Oh, when you speak or something?
I have my own publishing company, and I have my own website, RabbiDalfin.com.
You don't do sell on Amazon?
I have some books, and I try to minimize that. I'm not, no.
Gotcha.
No.
They take too much percentage.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the personal contact with the buyer.
Gotcha.
I don't get that on Amazon.
Gotcha.
Because once I get a personal contact, he's going to become my supporter. He's going to become my chassid. He's going to want every book of mine. I don't have that on Amazon. So for me, the model, the way I do it is pays off. And
build up your own following and not rely on any of these third party who won't share their data and information.
Yeah. And even with bookstores, the hassle of getting paid and so I have limited bookstores. Bigel Eisen wants every book. He has 10, 20, 30 people who need to have every book of mine, so I give it to him. Judaic World and Crown Heights has a little bit, but that's it.
Thank you very much, Rav Dalfin. Hopefully this will inspire many people to write.
Okay, I wish. Take care.